Good morning. Forgot. My wallet's upstairs. So I'm trying to head out. I have to go buy cupcakes because I just don't have the want to make them. It's Anthony's birthday. So for a couple of months, we are going to be the same age. This is the blanket I love. That is the blanket that leaves chunks of fuzz in my hair. I have a cat sitting in a plastic box. Anyway, so I am going to take Anthony a coffee for his birthday and then go get cupcakes. I want black eyed peas. Okay, Google, turn me off.
Sure, turning me off.
It'd be great if I could stop burping. What are you doing?
Look, there was a pair of headphones in here.
Oh, okay.
What?
You made a mess. Clean it up. Whoops.
No, I refuse to clean this up. Even though I made it.
Okay, I'll beat you when I get back.
Oh. Be careful.
No, don't worry. It won't hurt me a bit. So, Anthony also got paid today. I check. Child support has been paid since February. And we are in August. And they're still taking it out. They took a break for, I don't know, 4. As you can tell, it's a nice day here. 4 pay periods, so 2 months. Hold on, you guys. Don't want to lose that. That they weren't taking out child support, and then someone got a hold of the case and decided they would do whatever they wanted, and so they started it up. I was told that it was going to be canceled because all they do is take the money out of his check just to send it back to us. If I can... There. But then we're waiting like almost a week and a half to get that money back, which makes it really difficult to pay bills. We thought this was done. The case says 0 is owed. The amount says $439. The case is open. No one will close it. I have sent multiple messages asking for a closure letter for the case to be officially closed because the word of the child support lady obviously wasn't good enough. So Anthony had to reset his password, and just so we could access the pay system. And yep, there it is. I swear it was bold to me, even though it wasn't. So his deductions all come out like, I don't understand it. It oddly like picks and chooses what's in green. And so this wasn't in green, but boy, it stood out. I feel like you guys are shaking a whole lot. Anyway, so there it was again, $202 and some change. And I was just like, okay. Because I just kind of like the last two have kind of brushed it off because it does take time. But they were only owed $875. Year to date, they have taken $2,000. Don't get me wrong, that has all come back to us. It's just a matter of, time. So, fun stuff. I don't know. It's frustrating at the least. But it is what it is. He owes child support for the kids that he lives with. We found to be very interesting because they were taking it a lot longer than they needed to be. All of a sudden, we got married and they decided to re-up it. And I was like, I didn't ask for this. And so I had to petition to get them to stop doing it. I wonder if that guy was just, I don't know, they pulled out too far. I was like, dude, was he going too fast? But the sheriff waited a little too long. I'm doing 50. The Jeep just passed me. Oh, and I'm in a 50. I was like, I should probably state that I am doing the speed limit. Oh my goodness. I have to ask my husband how his car smelled this morning because it should have smelled like pumpkin spice. So we went to go get Joni's daughter to take her home. Then the baby had to eat. Somehow the baby dropped the bottle. And literally the car seat's not wet. We don't know how. But you know where the bottom pieces sit? Like where it sits because it's not like all rounded? The flatter pieces? Well, they've got holes in them. Well, guess what? Yep. The bottle had gotten turned upside down. And it leaked on my husband's car seats. So Joni cleaned it up really quick. And of course, I can't find anything. Oh, I need to contact Grove. So we have this foaming bathroom spray. And I didn't know which one to grab her because all of a sudden my Pine Sol is gone. I have a huge bottle of, almost said vanilla, lemon, because I can't stand the pine. And it's gone. Like, it's like a large bottle. And it's MIA. And so, because that's what she asked for, and I was like, well, here's this one. Well, the foamer wouldn't work. It was just dripping out of it. So it's not it's like a non-foaming spray. So I have to contact them because something's wrong with the sprayer on it. Then she was like, just give me the pumpkin one. And so she was cleaning it up, and it looked much better, but it really smelled like pumpkin in there. Should have asked, is pumpkin something you want in your car? But he was asleep when we discovered it, because I had Xander move the car seat from one part to the other, and Joni's getting the baby, and I was like, oh my god, the bottle leaked. And she's like, you're lying. But there's something about a couple of the bottles she has gotten, you know, they'll sometimes drip through the hole in the nipple. No, they drip from like the ring underneath the nipple, and it doesn't matter what we do, it'll just continue to drip. And it's with, I'm gonna have to look and see which ones. I think I have Dr. Brown, and then there's another one that she has. are all Dr. Brown. I'm gonna have to ask her. There's one that's got this insert and it has this like little flat plastic piece that goes up and against the wall of the bottle. And it also leaks a certain way. I was just like, what is going on? And maybe that was a vent flow. It's ridiculous. They shouldn't be leaking. So I'm gonna go be nice. I'm gonna go get my husband some coffee, bring it to him. I already said that. And then I have to go to Walmart. He absolutely loves black eyed peas. But so do my kids. They're weird children. And by that comment, you can tell I don't care for them. I don't even particularly care for the smell of them. But my eyes twitching. Then I'm gonna go home. I'm hungry. And I don't know what I want to eat yet. I bought a bunch of, like, almost $80 worth of salmon the other day. But, it's called, oh, I don't know, Grocery Outlet is what it's called. And they had, like, half a fish, like, 10 ounces. And they only wanted $3.99. And from what I remember, that's a really good price. So I was like, yes, I want that. And then I did buy some fresh, never frozen, which is funny because the package was frozen. I was just like, okay. I did pay a little more, but they're thicker pieces too, because that's what I've been using to make his lunches. And so this last Sunday, I was like, I am so tired. I redid the room, and now, so I redid the room Friday. He came in Saturday, and then Sunday I had to do meal prep, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I am so tired and hurting, but I did it anyway. And then I wasn't paying attention and made too much. So he shared a quinoa and salmon with Carly, which doesn't bother me because I think he had 7 meals and he only needed 5. And she was like, oh, this is, what did he say? This is like something I would like, get Grubhub to, bring, kind of restaurant quality. Because I just did black beans, salmon, quinoa, and I did the regular quinoa, the last one, the one he likes them both actually. The other one was tricolor. And so I will probably end up having to go back to Winco sooner than I'd like, because I bought bags of quinoa, but I didn't buy that much. So I think I'm going to have to go buy more. And actually, I haven't looked at, we have a little place that does some bulk. Excuse me. And so I think I'm going to go check out them, because they do have a few bulk items, and I'll see if they have quinoa, because that's something I can wait, because it's, I think, oh, now I don't remember. It didn't cost me a lot, and I don't have one of the receipts. I just cleaned out my car. Oh well. I'm gonna check my purse. But yeah. Yeah. And so he prefers it over rice. Like, I believe he said rice was poo-poo now. I cleaned it up, because that's not what he said. And that he would take quinoa. And so what I do is I make it with chicken broth. and he really likes that. And I had Joni try it, and she said, oh, that's really good. And from what I understand, quinoa for a diabetic is much better, especially up against rice. And I feel like you guys are just slightly spinning. Anyway, and so I would like her to start doing it. I wanted to do meal prep for her, but she can't. And I asked her one day, like, if she knows that it was prepped, she won't eat it. I said, Joni, then how do you eat a frozen dinner? Because it's prepped and frozen. She goes, I don't know. There's just something about it that I can't do. And I was like, okay, weirdo. But to each his own. I was like, I could prep them every day, but then it would have to be the night before. Most of the time she comes over and eats with us anyway, which doesn't bother me. And honestly, doesn't bother her. Anyway, alright, I am here, so I'm gonna quit talking your ear off. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.